Brain function for language acquisition is important to know. Language and brain development. We know that reorganization of the connections between brain cells after birth is highly impacted by experiences provided by the child's environment. Parents play an invaluable role in influencing the child's cognitive, language, motor, and social-emotional development. Left hemisphere lateralization for language in young children. In a study that was done, it is explained that when children were smiling, the babies' mouths were opened wider on the left side, the side controlled by the right hemisphere, whereas when they babbled, the right side of the mouth, controlled by the left hemisphere, was opened wider, indicating greater left hemisphere involvement for language even during the babbling period.
Brain plasticity. An impressive illustration of plasticity is provided by children who have undergone a procedure known as hemispherectomy, in which one hemisphere of the brain is surgically removed. This procedure is used to treat otherwise intractable cases of epilepsy. Following with the topic. In cases of left hemispherectomy after language acquisition has begun, children experience an initial period of aphasia. However, after the underlying disease that led to the epilepsy, the child may reacquire a linguistic system that is virtually indistinguishable from that of normal children.
The critical period. Children do not require explicit language instruction, but they do need exposure to language to develop normally. Moreover, late exposure to language alters the fundamental organization of the brain for language. The critical age hypothesis asserts that language is biologically based and that the ability to learn a native language develops within a fixed period, from birth to middle childhood. During this critical period, language acquisition proceeds easily, swiftly, and without external intervention. After this period, the acquisition of grammar is difficult and, for most individuals, never fully achieved. Children deprived of language during this critical period show atypical patterns of brain lateralization.
The modular mind, dissociations of language and cognition. The modular view of cognition is also supported by various case studies of extraordinary individuals who show deficits in certain cognitive domains alongside normal or superior abilities in other areas. The individuals we discuss below show dissociations between their linguistic abilities and other non-linguistic cognitive abilities. Linguistic savants. There are numerous cases of intellectually handicapped individuals who, despite their disabilities in certain spheres, show remarkable talents in others. Such people are referred to as savants. Specific language impairment. There are individuals who show the opposite profile. They are people who have normal or higher language skills, although their abilities in other areas are very limited. Genetic basis of language. The genetic basis for an independent language module is supported by studies of slion families and twins, and by studies of genetic anomalies associated with language disorders.
Created using Powtoon.